Hello, Lisa. Welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into this. So, lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where Palestinian and Arab people are actually finding out the hardest way after not listening to people that look like me. They were all out having all emotional breakdown to the new, meanings. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
All those people who went back to Starbucks and McDonald's because they thought Palestinians caused Trump to win the election.
I looked at a picture of Gaza. Gaza is like a massive demolition site. That place it's really got to be rebuilt in a different way.
Do you plan to help rebuilding Gaza?
I might. Gaza is interesting. It's a phenomenal location. On the sea. Best weather, everything's good. It's like some beautiful things could be done with it, but it's very interesting. But some fantastic things could be done with Gaza.
How do you see the future in governance for Gaza?
Well, it depends. I can't imagine you certainly can't have the people that were there. Most of them are dead. But they didn't exactly run it well. Run viciously and badly. So you can't have that.
What's this little girl's name? Maya, right? Yeah. Somebody let her know that instead of trying to antagonize black people, instead of showing us further how anti-black and racist she is towards black people, somebody let her know that she's got other things to think about. I told y'all, Donald Trump and Bibi Netanyahu has got plans. It's a wonderful location, Donald Trump just said, as he's signing those executive orders on day one of his presidency. Wonderful location, beautiful weather. The people that were there, they can't stay. Most of them are dead. They can't stay. They didn't run it very well. Wonderful things can be done over in that location. Yeah, tell her to leave black people the fuck alone. Tell her to keep black people's names out of her fucking mouth. She's got other things to worry about. She needs to worry about her land and her people.
Do we all remember this man? This is the imam from Dearborn who endorsed Donald Trump this past October. He was invited to speak at Trump's inauguration today, but guess who was not present? And neither were any of Trump's promises to the Arab American and Muslim American communities. But you know who did take center stage today? Zionism. In fact, it was the Zionist Organization of America who urged Trump's inaugural committee to cancel the plans for Imam al-Husseini to speak today. The group cited his past refusal to call Hezbollah a terror group, saying it would send a terrible message and place a black mark on President Trump's term to give an anti-Semite and Hezbollah apologist a prominent platform at the inauguration. But do you want to know who was present? Miriam Adelson, the pro-Israel mega donor who contributed to both Trump and Netanyahu's re-election campaign, as well as AIPAC funds. Adelson gave the Trump campaign $100 million, making her the third largest donor to his campaign behind Elon Musk. It's been reported that Adelson contributed so much to the Trump campaign because of a promise that Trump would recognize Israeli sovereignty over the West Bank and allow for the expansion of illegal settlements that she directly funds. And here she is sitting center stage. Trump was never a friend to Muslims, and certainly not to the Palestinian cause. The only winner here is Zionism.
So, real quick, y'all remember the Abandon Harris movement? Just one moment before I go further. Has anybody seen Jill Stein or Cornel West lately? Yeah, Jill Stein had their endorsement, by the way, but I digress. Moving right along. So you all remember the Abandon Harris movement of Muslim Americans who told us, especially in Dearborn, Michigan, that if we supported Kamala Harris, we wasn't welcome in their community. Y'all remember them? Well, they said they were parting ways with the vice president because of the administration's policy over Gaza. And they said if you didn't vote for Jill Stein, vote for Donald Trump, because that was a better choice than the presidency that also got a ceasefire deal in place before they left office. But I digress. But is this your guy? Is this your guy?
Mr. President, that you can keep the ceasefire in Gaza and conclude the 3 phases of this deal?
I'm not confident. That's not our war, it's their war, but I'm not confident.
So basically, Donald Trump says the ceasefire deal that the Biden administration hammered out on the last days that saw the release of the first wave of hostages and prisoners is basically not sustainable for this administration into phase 2 and phase 3. But you know what he did say was a possibility?
It's really got to be rebuilt in a different way.
Do you plan to help rebuilding Gaza?
I might. You know, Gaza's interesting. It's a phenomenal location. On the sea, best weather. You know, everything's good. It's like some beautiful things could be done with it.
So you all traded off those of us who were actually protesting with you all over the spring for this. This your man's who wants to rebuild Gaza in the image of the French Riviera. The only thing standing in the way is the people.
Black people, it's enough. We need to go ahead and organize again in the street and volunteer to get our ass beat as a group. It's time to be pepper sprayed. It's time to get out there and chant, no justice, no peace, in our peaceful protest. The other Black Lives Matter movement, 93% of the protests were peaceful. And I want to get that up to 100%. All I want to hear is the chants of no justice, no peace as we peacefully march down these streets. You stand there and you let them pepper spray you. When they put rubber bullets in you, you take it and run away. Hopefully they use real bullets this time, because that'll show them. No matter how much you beat us, no matter how much you kill us, police, no matter how much you keep us oppressed, we will take it until you're tired of hurting us. And for each of us that dies, for each one of us that you kill from here on out, we won't fight back. Instead, we're gonna go find a white-owned t-shirt company and print the faces and names of the Black people that y'all have killed. We're gonna buy megaphones. Oh, so many megaphones. But first, we're gonna get the permits necessary for Black people to protest. And you tell us the time and day that is convenient for y'all. That'll give you time to get the National Guard and the other racist police and everybody you need to prepared. We're ready. We can take it. There will be no peace without justice until after the 2 hours you gave us to protest. And this time, it's going to be a single file line. And we want your best pepper spray. Get your thickest rubber bullets. Don't bring out the National Guard. Bring the real military this time. Those trained in combat. The ones that have been deployed and seen how to commit mass violence correctly. We can take it. For 400 years we've been taking it. And I don't care if it takes another year, another century, another 2 centuries, hell, a millennia. We are going to let you beat us to a pulp until you finally get tired of it and grow some humanity. I'm ready to sacrifice myself and show the world who doesn't give a damn what you're doing to us. And my children and my children's children and their children will suffer through this oppression. And I pray to God that they do it peacefully. And white people, y'all keep doing the work. Keep repeating what black people say and presenting it as your own ideas. People of color, if you need black people, let us know. We will drop everything that we are doing and let you use our voices, overshadow our movement. Y'all don't need to give anything in return. We want to suffer alone. We want you to prosper so that you can continue to be one of our oppressors too. Black people, stay weak, because in weakness is power. And I speak for all black people.
So, I've been seeing the abandon Harris hashtags and all that stuff. Like, what is going on? Like, y'all do know that's not really smart, right? Which makes me kind of wonder, like, what is really going on? Because what needs to happen right now and what we need most is a ceasefire, right? So, in this country, in our elections, you have two choices, right? I don't care if you don't like either choice. It is a binary choice. So it's either VP Harris or Trump, right? So by abandoning Harris, you are effectively supporting Trump. I don't care how you cut it. That's essentially what you're doing. And that's not what you want, because ultimately that man will give Netanyahu a blank check to do as he wishes. And then it'll be all for naught. Like, what is the point? I don't understand it. I feel like you're starting a movement, but isn't the point to save lives? Because a movement is not going to save no lives. Not this way, anyway. It makes no sense. It's not going to end well if Trump gets in office for the Palestinian people at all. I don't understand it. It's not effective. It's not strategic. It's not proactive. And it's just simply not smart. So you kind of got to weigh your options. I don't understand. It's just not smart. Like, what is the goal? Because the goal could not be to save Gaza. Because Trump is not going to do that for you. I can promise you that. Like, I don't, what is going on?
To all of you who are blaming us Arabs for Kamala losing, I'll tell you this. Kamala had everything already. All she had to do was stop sending billions of dollars to a foreign country. All she had to do was listen to the people, and she refused to do so. She shut down our voices time and time again. What did you think was going to happen? She's a grown woman. She made her choice, and she dug her own grave, and that's it. It has nothing to do with us. Particularly Palestinian voices were even talking about not endorsing the red and blue parties. And what do, some of you? You vote for the parties that are hurting them in the first place. Did Palestine teach you nothing, or do you just not care about them?
I followed Maya for a really long time because she is Palestinian, and I thought that she was really doing excellent work to amplify Palestinian voices during this ongoing genocide. But she has truly fucked up. Like, I literally unfollowed her today because I didn't see the live stream that she was on with Tori, the woman who posted the video about how she was voting for Kamala. And then after that, people were saying, if you're voting for Kamala, you don't support Palestine, take the Palestinian flag out your bio. And Maya made that video saying that she never really cared about Palestine in the first place because, she said she's never supporting Palestine again. Literally twisted Tori's words. All she said was she's not going to speak about it again because it upsets people that they know that she's voting for Kamala, and if she speaks about Palestine as well. Anyway, video, like 6-minute screen recording of the live stream came up on my For You page just now. I watched the whole thing and I genuinely was so angry. She deliberately went out of her way trying to rile Tori up, like by interrupting her every 5 seconds. And then when Tori was like, can you please let me talk? Like, let me talk. Please stop interrupting me. Can I please get one sentence out? Maya's like, okay, does it feel like we're talking right now? We're not talking. You're just yelling at me. And like, da, 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 da. Like the tone policing was crazy. Like, she literally has taken a page out of the White Woman Tears playbook. Because why is she sitting there victimizing herself and tone policing a black woman on live stream? Like, girl, you know you're being recorded. This is really fucking embarrassing for you, especially as someone who claims to be such an activist for so many different causes. It was actually really sickening to watch and very frustrating. And as if it couldn't get any worse, she literally muted Tori while she was speaking. She muted her. Which I thought was just disgusting, because you have a platform of 2.1 million followers and you're exercising that power over a smaller creator and doing things that are, in my personal opinion, could be considered blatantly racist. It just really made me fucking sick. I had to unfollow her immediately, and she's deleting comments, so like literally what's the point in commenting anything? But yeah, in the past when I've spoken about Palestine, I've referenced her a few times and you know, like spoken about how I appreciate what she's done, but I will never speak of that girl again. Like, really, really, really poor judgment on her part. Not poor judgment, that stuff comes from the heart.
The thing is that the most, painful part of all these things that is going on, all the finding out, all the effing around, is the fact that it is also going to affect innocent people. It is going to affect people who never wanted this. Then where is Ari and the rest? Where is these other power people? Where is that energy that they had during the course of pre-election and during the course when people that lose like me were actually telling them to, choose a lesser evil? Let's just use that word. The last lady that I stitched her video, reminded me a lot about the incident that took place when a black woman, came out and she was trying to air her own opinion. She was like, okay, since they've been left with two evils, that it's very necessary for people that looks like me or every other person who cares to should make their own research, their homework, and choose a lesser evil. This woman was just on her live. She was on live. Then the area figure, if I'm not pronouncing her name well, please correct me. She's actually a powerful person. She came into that life and humiliated this black woman who was just probably saying, okay, it's better for her to go, with Kamala Harris. If I'm not pronouncing it well, please. So, and this lady embarrassed her on live. She was like, if you're going to vote for her, you are voting, you are not voting against the Onusi. You are a perpetual accomplice of Jane Orsi. She came on live, she requested, and I think she requested to join her on her live podcast. And this is where she has to spill all of the things that she has to spill. And from there, a lot of pro-power people came out, talking about black people not wanting you guys to be in their neighborhood because you're supporting, Seriously. So many of them even launched an abandon Harris campaign. That means everybody should just abandon. without them realizing, even if I think they actually realized that, that will give a room for what is happening now. It is actually going to give a room for what is happening now. And they did that anyways. They launched and abandoned Harris. A lot of them abandoned Harris, even when people that look like me is trying to tell them that that is not a good move. I knew why I have to stitch some of the previous videos to remind them. A lot of black people are like, that is not a good move. They don't want to hear, they don't care, they were filled with their anti-blackness, they just don't want to see anything or hear anything that people that looks like me are trying to explain today. They went ahead and they did their deeds, on which everyone is dancing right now. What I see on the social platform is just all types of dancing steps. Because this is what could have been prevented. Assuming you guys listened to people that looks like me. But no, you gotta let your anti-blackness, or I even say ego, to take tone of you, and you forgot that anything you do might actually come right back at you. You think that you were going to do something to, like, they have this group, this set of group of power people, which I don't even see them anymore. I don't see, they don't appear anymore. They don't even make videos anymore. I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're hiding, or I just don't know where they have been. Because they knew that they have really effed around. They have really, really effed around. At the cost of what? At the cost of your internalized, I don't know. And now, just look at the mind of the people. Look at what you want. And where are they? Where is the energy? Where is that energy? I was even thinking when Elon Musk made that, the salute, they were all going to come out and cancel it. I didn't see none of them. I didn't see any of reactions from them. Like, black people told you guys. They told you guys. You people do not want to listen. 92% of them told you guys. See, that's an adage. My grandfather used to use that. He was like, if you go to a country, and you did not see a single black person, if you go to any country in this world, I also want to chip it in here. If you go to any country in this world, and you can't find any single dark person in the said country, leave the country. Leave that country. That is what my grandfather used to say. I don't know why he have to say that. I don't know why he told us that, but he should have his reason. 92% of black people were like, this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. You see the reason why my grandfather have to say that. All of these things that is happening made me, have this remembrance of what my grandfather used to say. If you don't see any black person in anywhere in this whole world, don't go there. This is exactly what black people did. 92% of them, they were just, they were just 8%. 8. And you guys think that they didn't know what they are doing? You guys thought that they never did their own research? You guys thought that they were doing that because of their own personal interests? No! They are doing that for their own and for the interest of the minority, for every other person, even if you're not a minority. That is one thing about people that look like me. A lot of people often do things for their own selfish reasons, but these people, no, they can never do something that won't benefit any other person. They would rather not to do that. That is the difference. That is just the difference between people that look like me and every other person. It's more specifically black. We are not even black, brown, or whatsoever color that we are. But I don't think that we cannot be black. We are not color black. I'm not even like I'm brown. Like, seriously. Anyway, lovelies, wanna just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So guys, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like And I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. Anyway, lovelies, wanna just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.